everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well, and before this video starts, I'm just going to give you a quick update on what's been happening within the past month or so. I actually filmed this Q&A sometime mid-September or towards the end of September, and since then I have been trying to focus on schoolwork, even though it kind of didn't really work. I tried my best, but that was all because of my HSC exams. And since then, I have finally completed my HSC and I have graduated school. In exactly a week from now, I'm going to have my formal, so I'm so excited. And I have like my dress hanging up on my curtain rod because there's mothballs in my wardrobe. I'm trying to air it out. Anyway, irrelevant. So that's just kind of what's been happening. And I'm sorry this took so long. I actually can't remember how many times I've apologized for like uploading a video late. And since school's finished, that means I'm going to be working a lot with my job. And I think I've mentioned it on my YouTube channel, but not my YouTube channel, my Instagram page, that I have a new job. And my last job was terminated because of redundancy and they closed down, which was sad. But I already had another job lined up, which was going to be my second job. But now it's my main job now, so I'm happy. So my job is like a permanent part-time position, so I'm going to be very busy working, but I'm going to squeeze in as much time as I can for the channel, and I hope you all understand, and I love you all so much for your support and your lovely comments. I always love reading them and replying to them and liking them and love heart reacting and all that stuff. So don't stop the comments because I love them. So I'm going to stop talking now and I'll play the video for you all, and you'll just hear the exact same intro like all my other videos, and I hope you'll enjoy. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well, and today I'm going to be doing the Q&A video, which I had told you guys that I'll be doing. I posted on my Instagram and YouTube saying that I was going to be doing a Q&A, and I asked for your guys' questions, and I have some, and I am ready to answer them for you. So we'll just get started. And just a little warning, I apologize if I do pronounce some of these names wrong. I think I can, but just in case. The first one is from, well, the first three actually, they're from Cortland Jean. And the first question is, are you ever going to do an updated used journal collection? Yes, I definitely will in the future. I'm planning on doing one at the end of the year, and the reason why I didn't do one at the end of last year was because I did the end of year journal tag, and that showed all my journals I used in 2017. And 2017 was of course the year I started YouTube videos, and my first video was a used journal collection. So pretty much I had shown all my used journals, but of course they're like two separate videos, if you know what I mean. But definitely at the end of the year I'll do a full video on my used journals. So the second question, what's your current journal? My current journal that I'm using is this Neurotime notebook, and it is a notebook that is handmade, as it says here on the back. And I only started using this on the 3rd of September, and I have used about like 3 signatures, so I definitely got a few more weeks to go with this one. I have like just shoved all the receipts I still need to glue in the certain dates, so that's why there's like paper all over the place with this one. So I actually really like the paper on this. It's kind of like watercolor paper, kinda, in a way, but it's more smooth, but it's got that kind of look, and if you know what I mean. I don't know how to explain it, but I also really like the ripped edges as well. It kind of gives a really nice look to it. And when you open it up, it actually has like this black thing that's part of the cover, and it's got a little bird on the front. Well, same one as here. I really love the bird, and it's like it's got hand dyed, or handmade from washed canvas, so I think they've pretty much dyed it and did a print on it. And I got this from Bookface last year, and I forgot how much it was, but I think it was over $30 or something, because yeah, I forgot how much it was, but I think it was around $30, I think. Which was a bit expensive, except I really did like it because of the cover with the bird, and yeah, something a bit different as well. So the third question is, what are you planning on your next journal being? I had a question in the end of your journal tag for 2017 that was what blank journals are you excited to fill out in 2018? And the third one included my current journal, which was the one that I just shown, And the fourth and final one that was on the list was this Peter Pauper Press journal. And I was literally just going through the video just to make sure I was choosing the right one, because there's actually a couple that I have that are Peter Pauper Press. And my editing was actually dodgy, and I cut out what I was talking about with this journal. And I was talking about this one, but then it cut to an extra one in the stack that I had next to me, which you can see as well in the video. And the other one that was in the stack was this one. So I'm confused. This one, so I don't know. So this one, I have no idea what happened there. So I guess I'm going to be using this one as well sometime after, because you know this was in the stack that was like, it was like positioned here, and I talked about this one. So I don't know. So I'm definitely going to be using these ones after my current journal. Oh, that was like very confusing probably, but if you watch my video, the interview one, you would probably might understand what I mean, but it's okay if you don't. So the next 3 questions are from Galina Purpelina, and I hope I pronounced that right. How old were you when you started journaling? So I was pretty young when I started journaling. I had this little Bratz notebook that I was writing in when I was 7. And I had a few other little cheap Princess Fairy ones that had the little lock and key. And they've all gone now. Like, I don't know where they are. I think because I took the pages out of them, I've thrown them out. So I don't know. So this is the longest surviving one that I have. It's actually 10 years now. 2008. So the next question was, has your journaling style evolved, changed, how? My journaling style has definitely changed over the time I've started doing it consistently. When I was decorating my pages, they were all like very decorated, and I emphasized the decorated. I still do now, but I've kind of toned it down a bit, just to splatters of watercolor and just randomly plopping watercolor on my pages. And that's what I've only been doing in my current journal at the moment. It's just, I just feeling like I just want to keep it simple at the moment as well. My writing style hasn't really changed too much. I still write chronologically. I write as much detail as I can, like with important events, and I go subject by subject when I'm talking about school. I've also started to paragraph my entries, which I've found so much easier to reread when I'm writing, just, you know, when I'm going over what I wrote. So the next question was, how has your journaling helped you? It has helped me in a very positive and even a healthy way. And when I say healthy, I'm talking about mainly mental health. As I've mentioned a few times on Instagram and in my videos, I find journaling a great way to vent, especially when I don't want to vent like to another person, just in case if I don't feel comfortable or anything. The past 2 years have been pretty rough in regards to my mental health, and especially within the past month, I've struggled a bit with school and personal reasons. And this next month actually is going to be extremely stressful with the HSC, especially with study and focus, because I can't study and I'm not really focused at school and at home. So I'm kind of already stressing a lot about that. And I guess the best way for me to de-stress is through writing, and there's also a feeling of accomplishment when I write as well, and everyone wants to feel like they've accomplished something, because it's such a great feeling. And the way I get to feel that is when I finish a journal and when I finish an entry. And the feeling I get from it just makes me really happy about myself that I was able to do it. One big rule though I have when I'm writing, especially when I'm having a rough day or if I'm extremely distracted with other things, is to not force yourself. When I feel like I don't want to write, I just write a sentence or two and that's it. If I start to force myself, then I know I won't enjoy writing that entry, and I know I will only want to write when I feel like I want to, and I know I will enjoy it. So yeah, hopefully that sentence just made sense, because that was pretty big. Anyway, so that was that question. So this next question is from Darcy.td, and they ask, where do you buy your journals from? There isn't really a specific place where I buy my journals. They are pretty much from all over the place, really. I've bought a few journals from a bookstore called Bookface, and that is where I bought my used softcover Moleskine. from, and also where I bought my Peter Pauper press journals from too. A couple years ago I bought heaps of A5 spiral like typo notebooks, but I've only used one of them, so there's a whole box that I have of them. I've also bought a few from Target, so there's composition books and some other soft cover ones. I've actually been to Target recently and I've seen their journals, and some of them are actually like really, really nice. I've been actually stopping myself from buying them though because there's like so many pretty ones I really want to get. There's one that I've been eyeing on from Barnes & Noble, and I've looked on their online website, and that's the Metal Owlhead. That's the like brown leather Italian one, I think, and it's like a leather journal, I'm pretty sure. And the only thing that is stopping me from buying it is the price, because the total price, which includes the journal itself, shipping, tax, is like $58.22. So yeah, not really too excited to spend all that much money, but I probably will in the future if I feel up to it. Next one is, do you tend to use a certain brand of journal or just whatever you think is pretty? I kind of use kind of both really. Peter Pauper and Leuchtturm journals I really enjoy using because of their paper quality. The covers with Peter Pauper press ones, they're like stunning, so I guess that's why I tend to use journals that are pretty, I don't know, but it's really both. I do have a bunch of nice pattern covers and a bunch of nice plain ones too, so I guess it all depends really how I feel about when I'm buying it at the time. The next question is, what are your favourite completed and blank journals? My favourites have kind of changed at the moment, but right now the palm tree journal that I completed in April is my favourite one so far. I don't know if that's just so far this year or so far overall. Like I can't really choose, and that's just because of how thick it got. I actually will show it because I have my completed journals out at the moment. The one I'm talking about, once I get it out of its box, is this one, and it's got fat, like woo, got pretty big. This actually was February, 3 months, about 3 months or so. April, like February, March, April. Oh, 2 months really. Yeah. Which, yeah, that was. So this one was actually fun using. I'm trying to find more of these because there's like 328 pages or so, and I bought it from like a news agency and I can't find them anymore, like of this one, and yeah. I actually want to try and find more of these. I bought it from a news agency and I can't find it anymore in the news agent, so I'm gonna try and hunt around for it. My favourite blank journals at the moment will probably be the two Peter Pauper press journals, which are these ones, which I think I've shown earlier. I don't know if I have, but if I haven't, there they are. And just because I like the covers. This one, it kind of shimmers when you put it in the light and all that, which you might be able to see. And this one I really love it because it's like a mosaic kind of thing, and I love mosaic journals. Like the covers are like really nice. The questions are from Paperworms Cat, and they ask, what gives you motivation to write, and which writers or YouTubers do you find inspiring? So, linking back earlier to the earlier question, it was pretty much the accomplishment feeling, which gives me a lot of motivation. Also, watching and listening to journal flip-throughs gives me motivation, as well as inspiration to write, which is great. And I find my inspiration from YouTubers, which I'd mentioned earlier. If there's any YouTubers that you know of that are journal-related channels, feel free to comment them down below, because I will be pretty interested to kind of explore more YouTubers, because I'm really just kind of stuck with the three at the moment, and I really would love to expand on them. Also, what news journal was your favourite of all times? Thinking about this question now, it's pretty tough to choose at the moment, especially because of time. Like, time changes a lot, so I have a few that are really up there with my favourites, and mainly just because of how chunky they are. I think a big reason why my mind changes, and sometimes I can decide I think a big reason why my mind changes and sometimes I can't decide is literally because of time. Like, our minds change, like, heaps. And that includes my favourites. And, I think I've mentioned a few different ones in the past, and that's just because of time. Because, yeah, like I said, time changes. I'll show you the ones that at the moment are my favourites, because I can't really actually choose. And I'm just going to bring over my box again. So, the one I showed earlier, where would it be? Well, got that one out. There's this one. There's another one in here, but I cannot think of what it would be. But there is another one. Oh, here it is. This one. Okay, so I've got 3 favourites at the moment. And that is these 3. So this one I showed earlier, so you guys know what this one is. So you guys have seen this one before. This is the Peter Pauper Press Journal that I love the cover of. It's fine. Amazing. I really, really wish that there was more of these with different covers. Like the spine, but different, like, decoration kind of things. If there is, please, 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 please comment down below, because I really would love to get something similar. I have looked on the website though and haven't seen it before, but if it's a different brand or something, then feel free to still comment that down below, because I will check it out. This one is also a favourite because of how chunky it got, and the bottom is like fat and the top is thin. That's just because I glued lots of stuff down below and not enough at the top. It's actually been close to a year now since I finished this. It's currently the 21st, I think. 21st or 22nd. 23rd, actually. It's going to be 2 days. It's the 23rd now that it's going to be a year since I officially completed this. So, that's pretty fun. So, next questions are from Glitter10021. Sorry if you saw my arm there, just because I have my computer and I've got the questions up in front of me. So, how many journals do you keep? I honestly cannot tell you how many journals I have kept, but I can show you to give you kind of a rough idea. My first video I had was, well, the first video I made actually was my used journals, and they were all in a cardboard box. And that has now changed to a storage container, which still isn't big enough. And I have a heap of blank ones as well. The used ones are in here. Need to get a new storage container. Oh, this is a blank one, by the way. Storage container, I can literally just like fit everything in here, but this one can't fit. So this just sits out. Yeah, oh my gosh, I can't bring it over to me. Oh jeez. They're pretty stacked on top of each other. Yeah, they're all like down here as well, so they're kind of stacked. Literally, I just said that. Oh gosh, I hate it when I repeat myself. It's frustrating to people listening and me as well. Sorry. My blank ones are actually under my bed, so these are some blank ones that I have, and I'll just pull them out if I can with one hand. This one I got for my birthday, and it's actually a bullet journal. These ones are Peter Pauper Press composition books. This is a leather journal that I bought from like this hippie store kind of thing. And I have some more under my bed. This is the next stack I have that are empty. And all these ones, these 3 are Lutrum journals, and there's another one. There should be another one that's bronze. There. Whoopsie. That's the silver, that's the gold, that's the bronze, and that's the lime green. Anyway, these are a few other ones that I have that are empty. I got this from Ignite last year, and this one from Bookface. That was on sale. These ones, I love Game of Thrones. Just putting that out there. So I have this one that I got for my birthday this year. These 3, it should be a third one, because this came in a pack of 3. Don't know where the other one is, but I will. And so yeah, that's pretty much all my journals. That's a lot of them. Now I've just got to put them back now. So the next question is, what type of journals do you have, and like what do you keep in them? I have journals that are mainly A5. The only ones that aren't are Peter Pauper Press ones, which are a bit larger than A5, so these ones, and they aren't A5, they're kind of a bit wider. I keep a lot of things in them, so that includes receipts, tags, notes, and some notices from school, movie tickets as well, and some photos if I print them out. Also, what inspires you to write? YouTube is definitely the way I found inspiration. Witty novels, The Journal CEO, and Ali Brown are definitely YouTubers which have definitely inspired me. I love their style and their writing and the type of journals they use. Witty novels has inspired me especially with the layout of her pages and the way she decorates them with lyrics and quotes and all that stuff. I really like that. The Journal CEO has journals that I really like the style of. Like the covers are really, really nice with some of hers, and that's kind of what kind of inspired me to go out and try and search ones that are kind of similar because I really like them. Ali Brown, the way that she decorates her pages, so with watercolors and using different mediums, I really, really like the look of them. And I also discovered Chick Sparrow journals from her. So without her, I wouldn't have used the Chick Sparrow one I had last year because I wouldn't have known about it. So, also, do you use journal prompts, and where do you get your journal, where do you get the inspiration for journaling? Okay. So, the inspiration for journaling one, that was the same one that I just said. So, yes, I do use journal prompts every day. I have them in this jar, and I've only just recently refilled it because it was pretty much empty, and the only ones that were in there were ones that didn't really apply to me at this time of my life. I was actually going through footage on my computer that had not been edited yet, and I saw the jar and it was completely full, and I was like, whoa, that's a lot of prompts, let's refill the jar. So I did, and they were just literally from the internet. Like I looked up journal prompts, and to make sure I didn't get the same ones as I had the first time I printed them out, I looked up like 2018 and like different months this year. So yeah, that's pretty much all the questions that there are actually. Like I said earlier, feel free to ask any more questions. So just feel free to ask any more questions in the comments that you might have wanted to ask but didn't get a chance to. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe. Comment anything you like to see from me. So don't forget to follow my Instagram page at thejournalingaddict. I'll put it in the description, and I hope you all have a good day, night, afternoon, morning, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you all later. Bye!